Hello, welcome to episode 3 of our look at Oxygen Not Included. Last time, our colony was a bit pump, and they all died of no air. So this time we're going to start afresh and use what we've learnt. I've been tinkering off camera learning how to do stuff, so things should go a lot better this time. And this also gives me a chance to show you the crew customization screen, where you can change the names, or if you don't like the people or the attributes they have, you can get another random person, like RimWorld. And you can't control individual things, you just have to shuffle afresh. But I'm fairly happy with my crew: Monty Don, Klein, and Nigel the Smart. So yeah, Monty Don is the digger, Klein is the all-rounder, but she keeps on falling asleep, and Nigel the Smart is all about research, and only the bleak void of space could understand the depths of a Nigel the Smart's tortured soul. So let's start our new colony, Pump Street. Right, here we go. Through the portal. So, another randomly generated asteroid for us to dig out. Let's have a look. Water is spilling in from somewhere, and that below us is vacuum, so it's not too much of a problem. Loads of algae, which is very good, as we've learnt, and some oxygen and a bit of carbon dioxide. So I'm going to use the overlay for the gas. So red is bad, blue is good. There's a lot of red around. Thankfully we've got some oxygite, which will, for a while, give us some air and then deplete. There's loads of it round here, so we're going to have to start digging, I guess. And so this time I'm going to just dig out absolutely buckets of everything. I'm not going to get prissy about this. I'm just going to set them all to work, doing as much as they can, as quickly as they can. So that's all going to go in all. So what I've thought about, what I've been noticing is that carbon dioxide tends to fall to the bottom of your colony. If you've got lots of air, that kind of pushes it down. So I'm thinking that the important stuff like beds are going to be up in the air, and all the crap stuff, such as actually just digging for new stuff, can go down below. Although, oh gosh, this is a bit piss up here, isn't it? Not quite sure what to do with all this. There's a lot of water. What's that? And that is hydrogen. Unbreathable. I haven't seen any hydrogen before. Okay, so I also want to make sure that we do tile the place up properly. I've noticed that sand does tend to fall in a Minecraftian sort of way, and I want to make sure that just everything is the ground is nice and secure wherever we go. Although I am making it so you can't really go down if we do this, so I might actually cancel it there. And in fact, we'll dig that out. And we'll go down. Not too far yet. And that's vacuum and breathable, so that's not really that's like a neutral thing we don't have to worry about too much. So I'll also dig down. Nah, I won't actually bother. So I haven't really thought about exactly where things are going to go. I don't know whether we should give people individual bedrooms or not. Because sleeping all together in one great big barracks doesn't really seem to piss them off too much. And the stress stuff isn't really implemented fully yet, I don't think. I'll just get rid of all these tutorial messages. Right, okay, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit. In the meantime, so it's on 2 speed now. In the meantime, I shall bung in a bog. Just an outhouse for now will do. We'll have to research if we want to get a proper lav, but we also need pipeworks for that. So we'll build an outhouse here. We'll need a production area full of batteries and electrical generation. Although, I've been finding out if you do that, they tend to get a bit... The people who are running around in the little hamster wheel do get a bit pissy because everywhere's really ugly, because all the batteries are around and it's just a bit ugly. So the actual electrical generation thing might be best done in a nicer area, and all the batteries stored somewhere hidden and dirty and shameful. Speaking of which, I think we should dig out a bedroom. I don't really want to have it just here. I want to kind of have it away from the general cut and thrust of the colony. I don't really want to go over there. Oh my god, what are you? An alien just ran off. A little bug-eyed... Hello, he's back! Mate! It's a mob. An agile, disease-ridden invertebrate. I'm also definitely not going anywhere near here. Look at this, chlorine and hydrogen. It's all kinds of piss there. Granite. Yeah, so there's not going to be much we can do over here. I might put a bedroom kind of... I know what we'll do. That's algae. Let's dig out some algae. I'll also be putting in some storage. I think 3 storage tends to be a good thing. So actually, let's just put some tiling down. 3 storage seems to cope with everything. And 1 is always just gets full up straight away, but 3, they seem to be able to juggle that quite well. So I'm going to slightly do that. If I was smart, I'd actually start doing the whole stockpiling thing properly. So I only put the correct storage near the correct areas. Well, in that case, I will actually I will create a food area. But that doesn't need to be too close to the production area, because we can just leave that to get on, that sort of thing to get on with it. So if I do the planting sort of stuff here, so we will need if I put a storage thing there, that can be the nothing but food and growing. So let's have a look at food. Can we do any food things? Yes, let's do this. Okay, so this is going to be the food area. So that can be just... Let's see. I don't know enough about this to be precise. So we don't want algae there. We don't want that. We don't really want that. Consumable or that. Ah. Well, we'll do seeds. Anything that sounds vaguely. We don't want dirt there, to be honest. Let's see what plants actually need. So... Oh, we need to research farming tech first. Oh, we also need to make those beds. Oh, there's always so much to do. So we've got a little source of water now. And we've dug out quite a lot of stuff. So I was thinking of putting the bedrooms kind of up in the air over... Well, let's not do it over here, because that's where the planting stuff's going to be. Well, let's do that. And they're still digging it out a bit. And we'll go up to here and dig out... Where's all this stuff anyway? This is dirt and copper ore and coal. And then just some pissy old sandstone. So, let's see, we'll probably want to dig out that, so let's do that. It's going to be like a very large bedroomy sort of area. And in fact, let's put tiling down like that. In fact, no, let's not. Oh, I have to cancel it all now. Let's be as efficient as we can by putting the tiling there and digging out that. That's going to be their priority for the moment. So this, let's make this the raw metal place. So that's going to be at the moment, just seeds. What is filtration medium? Sand, algae, and contaminated dirt. Okay, so we'll make this the kind of the organic one, the organic box, and so the raw metal. Where is it? I'm going to make those two. This is going to be anything to do with food, so consumable ore. Oh, coal. Well, we'll do a kind of like a 4th storage box, which will just be who gives a shit, so put that well away from everything. And this needs power, so we need to sort out the power situation. Manual generator, I'll keep this, as I say, quite close to nice stuff. So the person running around in it won't get too pissy. We'll also have to run the electrical wire, so just do that. This will be our growing area once we've researched food. We need to do some research. I'm going to make two small research stations. Again, I'll do that somewhere where it's going to be fairly nice for them to do lots of work at. That's going to be... That's not... I don't think that's has a very good aura, that, so I don't want to do it over there. So we'll do it here. We'll do 2 stations here. Power. Electrical wire. We'll probably need some copper. I think we've got some copper already. Do we really need them to be running on a wheel just yet? And Monty Don cannot do research. Alright. So Nigel the Smart is going to generate power for now. But he'll start to move over to research as soon as they're built, which they are pretty much done now. Oh, Monty Don's good at digging, isn't he? Well, let's make sure that Monty Don doesn't do anything like that. I don't want him to sweep up either. And we'll let him build as necessary. Delivery, no. And we'll make him dig as well, so he's very much the hands-on guy. Klein, maybe you should do the gardening type stuff. Well, you're only on harvesting, so maybe not. You're quite good at cooking. You're probably going to be our cook then. Cook and compost. Just turn you off. The rest I'll leave for now. Nigel the Smart, you may as well be doing that. I'll make some batteries. Oh, that's dug out now. So I'll put the batteries where we probably won't be spending much time. What I might do is just dig out this, because this is an area that's not going to be very useful for anything. Dig that down. And also put in a ladder, so we can get down to here and start digging out the algae. No research task selected, so we'll do that. Let's start out with farming tech as per usual. This research station can... novice research and do that. This research station can do exactly the same. So if there's 2 people to do research... and there isn't actually. Klein. Well... We'll put it back on again because... yeah, because we will, frankly. And we want to do as much researching as we can at the moment. And although that will probably prevent them doing useful things like sweeping up. So maybe I'll put him back on that. And delivery as well. No, actually no, because he needs to be digging. Nigel's quite good at delivery. Anyway, we'll see what happens anyway. I mean, if things aren't getting done, and they're not. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Monty Don is actually doing some good-ass digging. By the looks of it, he's getting pissy about decor. Now let's have a look at the decor overlay. I'm not sure which F key that is. I think it's number 7. F7. Oh my god, it's shit. That's bad aura all round. The only good aura is around here. Haven't really found huge amounts of ways of changing the aura straight off, other than plants, and you can't necessarily get... oh, anyway, actually, we should be starting to build some beds. I think this is sufficiently high enough. So get to furniture, choose our cots. At some point, I might put in doors and things. So I'll give them that, and I might add some walls at some point. However, for now, actually, maybe we I don't know. One of our colonists needs good decor. I think it's Monty Don. Oh, hang on, this all needs digging out, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. Monty Don needs good decor, apparently. He's actually very picky, according to the character customization. The other 2 don't give a shit. And they've got 0 decor requirements. Right, so some research is being done. I've actually got it on bonus speed at the moment. Oh, I'll leave it on that. I think we can cope for the time being. Right, so Nigel is doing some of that. We need some... okay, I was going to dig out some battery stuff. So I'll use the priority stuff, which I've been learning about, to set this digging task to be higher priority. Monty Don's already ahead of me and is already doing that. However, food always comes first. Fetching water. We need to generate some oxygen, of course. So we'll need to convert some algae into whatever. Meanwhile, actually, I'll just... the storage stuff. I've got to work out what I haven't covered so far. So that's number 5. That's number 1. So we've got 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. So that'll be 3 and 6. Or 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember if I've done 6 or not. Well, anyway, that covers everything, basically. All the storage things are sorted. And I might tweak them. I might change them around as I see fit. So there's no planting going on, but we can't do that until we've done the research. Building entombment. Ration box is now entombed. So it is. We've had a bit of a collapse in because the oxygen is getting depleted. Right, so we actually do need to sort out a ladder down to the next level. Oh, sugar. Sugar? Go down there like that. And then we can start digging out this. Do not dig out the oxylite, because that would be dumb. But we do need all the algae around it. Like that. There's a little bit of oxygen in there, unsurprisingly. Right, okay, so everything seems to be going quite nicely. So the work orders stuff. I don't need to change that as much as I think, because I can always use the priority stuff to hurry things up. I thought in a previous episode I said there wasn't any way of forcing people to do certain jobs, but yeah, the priority stuff is that. You can make them mop things. And if I find a use for that, I'll do it. Right, so I might actually mine out this algae. And the algae, where does the algae go? Well, the algae needs to go ideally next to the oxygen generation. Organic, is this it? Yes, it is. This is the organic thing, so we do want to put an algae megorium right next to it. I think that needs... does that need power? It might need power. And we'll let it go for now. Right, so you're busy doing that. Now the battery area is now built out. So let's put that in like that. Oh, slightly wonky, but never mind. That's all good dirt. So I might as well just put in this and dig it out. When I was first playing it, I assumed dirt was where you grew things, but it turns out I just threw in planters. We've got ourselves a new colonist, a duplicant. I keep on calling them duplicates, but they're duplicants. Oh, here we go. Right, so we've got Red, Bubbles, or Nadia. Nadia is a great all-rounder. Bubbles is Bubbles. We'll use up too much oxygen and food, so I don't really want her. Red, though, creative as balls, good at digging, and also very good at tinkering. So Red would seem to be our either man or woman, depending what we feel like at the time. But apparently she's a yokel, so she can't do any research. Well, we've got researchers for days, so let's see. She's a yokel. Let's call her Wurzel. Wurzella. Yes. Get on your combine harvester, love. Right. Choose and print. And we have a new one! Unfortunately, we do need to sort out the fact that not everyone's got cots assigned. We also need a fourth one. So, let's prioritise digging. Let's turn up to 6. Let's make sure we dig all this out as soon as. Check out the oxygen situation. It's already getting a bit stinky in here. Look, all the carbon dioxide has dropped to the bottom, as I said, which is good, but no one's going to want to go down there and do any work down there, obviously, because it's going to be a bit stinky and unbreathable. However, we have got our oxygen thing up and running. I'll probably do more than one. I don't think position matters a huge amount with these things. I don't 100%. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I could put it anywhere and it'll still add up to it. I don't know how the flow of gas works in this. Bloody hell, Wurzella was being brave. Going into the stink pit. I'm going to keep this on for a while because I want to see how the oxygen is holding up. So yeah, because by forcing all the algae to go into here and no other that one and no other storage thing, that means they will be able to deliver it to the algae things very quickly, so we can save some time. It seems to be all about efficiencies in this game, and because it is a bit tight, the oxygen generation thing, until you've actually researched a lot of stuff. So you really have to be efficient. Insufficient oxygen generation still, but that's old news now. We shall see. Let's have a look at the report. Oxygen generation, we are starting to add a bit of oxygen, in fact quite a lot. We're using up twice as much, but now we've got ourselves a second one. No power. Oh, it does need power. It's just that the other one was already on a power line. Oh, well, that's okay, because that will also be on the power line. But we don't have any batteries yet, so this is now kind of oxygenated, so we can start adding in batteries here. Let's put it there and there, and run electrical wires up there. Our grid is coming along nicely. And we can press F2 if you want to see how the grid's going. F1 for the oxygen. Once you learn the keys for this, it's actually quite convenient. In fact, let's expand the important stuff. I want to see how many seeds. Oh, loads of mealworm seeds. Mealwood, sorry. I think that's for growing. So once we've researched our farming stuff, which should be coming along nicely, hopefully. Let's have a look. Where's the research screen? 14 out of 20. Oh, well, we can't build planters, which are going to be here until that's researched. So let's extend this a bit, actually, because I wouldn't mind making this a bit more open. So we've currently our one ladder in the colony is there. So we don't pretty much need any others at the moment. But as soon as they start to have to go all the way round to get to something, then I'll have to build more passageways and ladders. Okay, so they're all busy doing research. We've got one bog, haven't we? We've only got one. I have learnt it's best to have more than one bog because they do get blocked up. So there's one bog there right in the middle of the colony, so that's actually quite convenient. So I'll put another bog in the battery room because I suspect the aura of the bog ain't great. 6 visits remaining. It doesn't necessarily seem to have a bad aura. Let's F7 it. It's just a shitty aura all around, really. But yeah, aura, not a huge problem at the moment. I mean, highest stress is 4%, and that's Wurzella. I'm going to slow things down a little. Try and find out where Wurzella actually is. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's doing the wedding thing. Oh, she's got a sore back. Yeah, you'll get your own bed. And in fact, we'll do that now, because now we have the space. Research complete! Right, it's going to slow things down. In fact, I'm going to pause things. Right, let's sort out the research. We now have algae terrarium, compost, and planter box. So we'll set off the planter boxes. By the looks of it, we are sorting this out now. So let's do that. When they're grown, we can sort out the seeds. Oh, very nice. What's this? No recipe selected. I haven't been doing this. Bloody hell. So mush bar requires dirt and bottled water, which is very easy food to make, but they may occasionally go and poo everywhere. Lice loaf, well, you need meal lice, which is something that is just like lying around on the ground, but you don't really find it very often. So let's stick to mush bar for now. Fabricate indefinitely. And we should be good to go. We just need dirt and water. So even dirt is a bit of a valuable commodity in this, although there's quite a lot of it around. Water, it's all there, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's actually get them going again. Work orders for Wurzella. I do probably need to sort out this. Oh, we can compost as well. And also make the algae terrarium, which will recycle some of the carbon dioxide, which will be very convenient, I reckon. Does this have a bad aura? It does, actually. The deco is -10. So we'll keep this in our stink room. In fact, I don't know if this is going to help or not, but what I'm thinking of doing is putting in a door. It probably won't make any difference because I haven't quite worked out the good strategies about doors, because pneumatic doors don't block the flow of gas or liquids. But maybe it'll help the decor. Well, we'll see. There are other sorts of doors you can research. Anyway, we need to sort out a research station research project. So we'll go on to... let's go for liquid piping, because that is actually one of the kind of boring but essential type things for a lot of other stuff. So, by the looks of it, our oxygen is actually improving. Look, they can actually get down there now. However, over here is a bit stinky. I'm not quite sure why. So maybe the oxygen generation location is actually quite important. So let's make another one kind of here next to all these plants. Unfortunately, the storage for the algae is right over there. Maybe this should be the algae thing instead. And this at the moment is the raw metal and mineral type thing. None of the storage units are actually even the slightest bit full, so that's quite good. However, nobody's delivering anything. Everything's just lying about on the ground at the moment. Right, deliver. Right. So Wurzella, it might be good for her to do the delivery. So let's get rid of all those. God damn it. In fact, I'll leave sweeping. But she can be deliverer, girl. She'll also do any art and composting. To be honest, everyone else is going to do some but she's really good at it, so take you off composting. What's this? Skill increase. Oh, people are increasing their skills, which is good. And people are grimy, which is bad. Right, so good. Nigel the Smart is sorting out that. Oxygen for days. Oh, yeah, because we've actually uncovered the oxygeneration. Oh, that's going to help tremendously. Ooh. Although that's a bit of a pit of shit down there. So that's going to... The algae terrarium is going to sort out that. I mean, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that down there and all. So it's a bit far away from things, but I want to get rid of all this bran, because it's a bit pump at the moment. Another thing which you're probably, if you played this, you're probably shouting at me. I found when I was digging out stuff, sometimes things got inaccessible. And that's because I just didn't really notice that they actually do need 2 tiles to get through anywhere. If there's only 1 tile, they just simply will never be able to squeeze through. They've never heard of crouching in this game. Pricks. So this area here is at the moment a bit problematic because they can't actually do anything. So I think the simplest way to do it is just to do that. And you'll be able to get all the way around then. Although this sand is all going to start tumbling down, which is a pain in the arse. I think I'll extend that down there. I might put in... Actually, what I'll do... I'm going to cancel that, even though it's already half done. This is going to be a new ladder down there. Just so they don't have to go... If there's... I don't know what I'm going to put down here. This is, in theory, going to be fairly kind of unnecessary stuff that isn't needed to be tended to very often. But... I want to start making sure that everywhere is as accessible as possible. The fact of having a nice horizontal colony means that you don't have to worry too much about going up and down. They're never going to dig this stuff out, are they? I want to leave it nice. I want these bedrooms to be nice and roomy, though. Just because of Nigel. Well, I think it's because Nigel. No, actually, it's Monty Don who's a decor fascist. So I want to make sure that everywhere's nice and spacious. So, yep. Looks like our carbon dioxide problems are not very deep at the moment. Everything's fairly good. Meanwhile, we need to actually do some fertilizations. So let's put that down in the shithole. Down here. What's that? Oh, it's into the bog. It requires no piping. Must be emptied of contaminated dirt periodically. Oh, that's good, because they can take the stuff and put it directly onto the compost heap. Well, that's very efficient. Right, goods. Right, so we don't need any more power particularly at the moment. Food seems to be okay. There's a little bug still in this build. This is actually, I think, 1 or 2 builds later since the last time we played. There's a couple of bugs I keep on spotting. Like it sometimes says no restroom built, very briefly up there, and there clearly is. There's 2. I haven't really noticed any changes in the build yet. Although I think when they can't breathe, I don't think it used to give you a little red bar of breathiness underneath them. But yeah, now it does. But that might have already been the case before, so I don't know. Right, meanwhile, Monty Don has just skill increased. Athletic, a bit more athletic, so he'll be able to run a bit faster. Really uncovering all the oxylite, so that'll deplete at some point. I think everything seems to be going alright at the moment. I haven't actually planted these yet, have I? Bloody hell. So yes, I've got mealbud seeds for days. It's an edible grain. And we've got 1 blossom seed. What's that good for? I wonder if you can actually put that in a plant. I don't think you can. There's a decor planter which makes things look nicer, but I don't know. Let's stick to... Hang on, look, I'll do a repeating, selecting type thing here. This will take a while. Do. There are better ways of making food later on, I think. Oh, select. I wish there's a quicker way of doing that. All in one go. Maybe there is. Oh, hang on. What's Monty Don doing? He's having a bit of a breathing issue. There's still carbon dioxide coming in from here for some reason. Did I ever build anything out over here? I don't think I did I? I was going to, in theory... Let's build another terrarium. So that's yet another reason to actually use up algae, which is a problem. But we do need something. We do need to be able to breathe here. That is not wired up. God damn it. Now it is. Does this need... those are the batteries, that's fine. Power-wise, we do seem to be storing plenty. Sort of, you can tell by the green bar, but... so they don't need to be in there constantly, which is good. Right, so you're getting water, you're doing research. Everything's fine there, you're not going to die of research. I really should have put the anything where they stay in one place for a long time, I do feel like should be quite high up. But I think I'm fairly comfortable with the fact that everything's dropping to the floor at the moment. This is carbon dioxide down there. I'm wondering whether I should start digging more stuff out, and which will help in many... Yeah, in fact, let's go over here. That is a lot of digging. But we're going to get a decent amount of copper out of that, plus shitloads of algae. Algae box is... That's the one. That's not the one. That's the one. Is currently... Nothing at all. Oh dear. We do need to start digging up more algae, by the way. We need to start delivering. This is the major problem. We're still... Even though I changed the work orders. Right. Wurzella, what are you doing at the moment? Where are you? Wurzella. Carol Klein's over there. Oh, Wurzella's doing summit. Oh, right. So Wurzella is actually doing cooking. We don't actually want her to do that, so that's... Yeah, she's already given up. We haven't got any art on the go at the moment. Okay, so is Wurzella doing any carrying? No, everyone's going a kipping. Alright. I'm going to allow this. Okay, we'll stop here, because we have been going for quite a long time now. And we'll pick it up again next time. I'm feeling much more confident about this colony. Just pause it. So I think we're going to be set up for a good, honest, long playthrough of Oxygen Not Included. So join me in the future episodes. Subscribe if you want to be notified about when new episodes go live. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.